Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well and staying safe and healthy during this time. This is Radhika here again, and this video is going to be about how dismissive avoidant attachment over time produces overt narcissistic people. Um, so, let me give you a background on what is dismissive avoidant attachment style. So if a child, so what is attachment style? So attachment style is the way a child attaches to their primary caregivers, which is usually parents or people around them. If you are in a joint family, maybe it's not parents, maybe it's like uncle, aunt, whoever was around you, your elder sibling, etc. So, how do you attach to them? So, these styles are divided mainly into four categories, but here we are talking about the dismissive avoidant attachment style. So, the dismissive avoidant attachment style is one where the parents they gave most of the things to the child in a consistent manner, like food, education, shelter, uh, clothes, everything was in order most of the time, but the only thing lacking was emotion. So, say the parents are detached from their own emotions. They are not super emotional people. They do everything by the book. They follow all the rules of society. They do everything that is correct, that should be done. But they don't really ever explore their own emotions, that today I feel sad, or today I feel happy, or today I feel like I don't want to work, or today I don't want to cook. And they always keep doing like the right thing or whatever needs to be done, but they never really look inside themselves to see their own emotions, to see how they feel, etc. If someone insults them, they just move on. They don't really take in the insult and feel enraged by it, nothing like that. So what happens is, over time, such parents they project the same on their child. So when the child comes to them saying, I feel sad, then the parent is like, uh, okay, just move on, like just move on, it's okay, like we all feel sad. Or there's no going inside the child's emotions, and understanding why the child is feeling sad, what is the problem that the child is having, how can I help fix the problem. There's like a brushing off of emotions from very early in the childhood. So, over time, what happens is the child understands that expressing my emotions is not safe. And if the dismissive avoidant parent has been shamed for their emotion or ridiculed for their emotion, then they also project these things onto the child. Like they will shame the child that you should not be feeling this way, or that's gaslighting at a very low level. I mean, at a very, like, maybe they don't even realize it, but they just do it to the child that you should feel lucky, or you should feel happy, or you should be grateful, or something like that. And see, every parent says this to the child now and then. Like, even I say to my son sometimes when he's not eating food, that you should be grateful, so many people don't have food to eat. But what I'm saying is, if this is consistent, like every time the child is like, I have a problem, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling unhappy, every time if you're like replacing the emotion with another one, that's wrong. So it needs to be done when the child is acting like overprivileged. Of course, you have to tell the child that um no, like you are acting overprivileged. Otherwise the child won't know the difference of when they are acting overprivileged and when they are not. But if the child has a genuine problem, like if they are feeling scared of something, and you push the child that no, no, fear is not an emotion we feel, so what you're doing is you're kind of putting that emotion into the child's shadow. And with dismissive avoidant attachment style, the thing that happens is most emotions are in the person's shadow, because the parents are almost like robotic. where they are just not able to express any emotion, and everything might become about achievement, money, status, etc., etc. So emotions are a big no no in a dismissive avoidant household. So what happens is a child who has grown up in such an environment, um, one, they think that emotions are a bad thing. It's like a bad word, like saying I feel something is a bad thing for them. And they project the same on others, right? So what happens is, over time, the dismissive avoidant, a child who has grown up in with a dismissive avoidant attachment style, when they grow up, they become um, more and more robo-like, so that is a very overt narcissistic tendency, where you treat people like objects, and you don't really tune into the feelings that the other person might be feeling. So over time they kind of let go of their own feelings, and along with that they also let go of other people's feelings. So everything becomes like a task like thing for them, that get up, do this, do that, do that. If someone says I'm tired, I can't do it, they don't understand how can someone be tired. So they're like, no, do it, because we have to do it. So everything becomes in a task like format, and there's no room to feel or to change anything. And so that's the overt narcissistic person's like my way or highway kind of an approach that they take to things, and in which there is no room for other people's emotions and also their own emotions. They don't really, they stop feeling their emotions after a while. And also they have extreme boundaries. So if someone is comes to them with a problem, they are like, I don't understand, what's your problem? If you have a problem, you can leave. So the boundaries are very 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 high, and it's kind of like either you meet my criteria or you don't. So it's a very use and discard kind of a model, where if you are meeting my criteria, you can be with me, you can stay in the relationship with me, and we will do things together. But if you don't meet that criteria, then bye bye. So it's a very discard kind of a situation that overt narcissistic people put other people through. But it comes from many times, I'm not saying all the time this is going to be the case, this is just one of the things I have observed, that when people come from very dismissive avoidant attachment style of an environment, when they grow up they become overtly narcissistic, because they learn that I cannot depend on other people, I only have to depend on myself. I cannot trust my emotions. Emotions are something, emotions are a bad word. We don't feel emotions, we just do things. And if someone is not doing what we want, we just dismiss them, dismiss their feelings, and dismiss that person. Um, so this was a small, like it was a small observation that I have made over time, working with clients, and like looking at so many cases, over what produces overtly narcissistic people. So yeah, that this is that video, and I wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thank you. Bye.